The RV Show USA is brought to you by Rockwood, building better RVs, making smarter RVers.
And welcome back, everybody. Alan Warren, the RV Wingman, RV enthusiast, campground owner, and consumer advocate, working every single day to help educate RVers and steer you towards the best RVs and the best RV dealers in the country, and to help you better understand the RV industry, because a smart RVer is a happy camper. Now, this is the part of the RV Show USA where we open up the line of communication between the RV industry and consumers like you and me. It's not about sales. It's not about advertising. You may be interested in knowing that these Ask the Manufacturer segments are a result of more than a year of trying to find just the right partner, the right manufacturer, with the right attitude, essentially industry people who really care. Well, I'm proud to say that there's at least one manufacturer that sees the opportunity to connect better with those who love to RV, and that's the folks at the Rockwood Flagstaff division of Forest River. Now, for someone who's not yet owned an RV, there's something that you probably need to know about the RV industry. It works differently than the automotive industry. Here's a part of a recent visit I had about just that with Carl Miller, operations manager from Rockwood. So, Carl, you have been in the RV industry a long time. When you see people that are just buying their first RV, they're just beginning to look at RVs, what kind of advice would you give to them, or give to me if that was me? What do I need to know about the RV industry as compared with other industries? I mean, because I don't have anything to relate it to.
Yeah, the RV industry is it's fast-paced. There's a lot of options out there. There's a lot of different RVs, different builds, different construction, and we're used to in our home life to buy stuff from Amazon where we can get it next day. We can go to the local auto parts store and get a tire plugged pretty quick. The RV industry is not to that level yet. We've been progressing as far as servicing the customer and who and how many dealers are out there that can service the customer. But there's just so many components that go into an RV, and it changes so fast to keep up with color trends, floor plans, that it's hard for the local average service center to have everything in stock. So everything is a little bit slower. So patience is a little more is needed than it would be in what we're used to in our average life, home life.
So most people that buy their first RV, most people that are getting ready to buy their first RV, in my mind, they think that the RV industry and RV dealers are sort of like automotive dealers. That's not necessarily true, is it? I mean, tell me about the differences, and because there are some significant differences that I think that the beginning RVer probably needs to understand. They're not bad, they're just differences.
Yeah, that's right. One of the biggest things is size. An RV dealership versus an automotive dealership is not going to be able to stock a lot of the parts that would go into everything they handle. So just turn time and fixing a trailer or getting the parts is one of the big differences that we come across. The other is...
But hang on just a second. I'm not trying to pick this apart, but let me just drill a little bit deeper on that. Why can't, I hear people all the time saying, why can't the dealer just stock a bunch more parts? So that way we can remove that as an excuse and we can still get our RV fixed in time. Is that something that's realistic or not realistic?
It's, and from what we see, it's not realistic just because of, one of the nice things about the RV industry is that we offer so many different choices of fabrics and wood colors and vinyls, and we make changes, some stuff every year, some stuff every other year, and to house, 10 years, 15 years worth of product that would help fix or change in those trailers, you'd have to have a warehouse that, the size of Walmart to house all that stuff, and you wouldn't know if you're going to need it or not. So it would be a lot of dead inventory. So one of the benefits of the industry is all the choices, but that can also be the downfall of the industry as well, because it's hard to service it.
Because the more inventory the dealer stocks, the more they have to pay for that inventory, and they have to pass that cost along to somebody. So, and also compared to the automotive industry, where a Ford or a Chevrolet may make 100,000 alternators and they're all the same. It's not that same way in the RV industry because it's a much smaller industry. You don't crank out nearly the volume of RVs. Plus, there's so many different kinds of RVs, it would be impossible to stock all the replacement parts that anybody would need. It'd just be impossible and not very practical.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, and there's so many ways to build an RV and so many different people that are responsible of designing it and building it, so many different opinions. And so the industry doesn't have a collective push towards having certain brands all have the same parts being used, because depending on the size of the trailer, you're going to want to have, whether it's the awning or tire size or axle size, you want to design the trailer with the proper parts, not just use what you're using on a smaller trailer or a bigger trailer. So that's where the difficulties lie sometimes in the amount of parts that are being used.
And also in the time that it takes to get those parts. There's so many different components that make up an RV, from the the air conditioning to the refrigeration to the electrical components, and many of those come from different suppliers. And so it sounds like almost like I hate to say it, but almost an organizational nightmare for somebody. I mean, it takes a lot to keep track of all those different components and get them to the dealer when they need them.
Yeah, that's right. And part of it is the industry grew so fast over the last 10, 15 years that, not knowing what is needed or how much of what is needed to service the campers out there is the difficulties that the dealers have is the same difficulty and challenges that the manufacturer has, is how much product should we stock, how much product should the vendor that supplies us the part stock, so that we can service the customer in a timely manner without having a lot of wasted material or dead inventory sitting around warehouses, not knowing if it's needed or not.
All right, thank you, Carl. Now, unlike the automotive industry, where all Chevy dealers or Ford dealers will treat you just the same with service work, no matter where you bought your vehicle, it's not that way in the RV industry. If you buy brand X of an RV and you need service work done, you'd best go to the dealer you bought it from, not to a different dealer, even if they sell the same brand of RV. While other RV dealers of brand X can technically work on your RV, you will not get preferential treatment. Your RV will not be serviced as soon as the folks who bought their RV from that dealer will. This is one of those things that you may not want to hear, but I think it's something that you need to know about. If you take your RV to a different dealer than where you bought it, keep in mind that that dealer's customers will always be a greater priority than you are, and you will always go to the end of the line. That's not good. It's not bad. It's just a fact. It's one of the ways that the RV industry is different than the automotive industry. Personally, well, I don't like it. I wish it was different, but you know what? It is what it is. It's the truth, and that's why I say that the dealer you buy from is so very important. By the way, if you have a question about the RV industry, about the way the RV industry works, about the way a manufacturer sets up their dealers or warranties or whatever, if you have a question or topic you'd like us to cover, all you got to do is give us a call, leave a message on our 24-hour voicemail. I promise that we listen to every message, and we'll do our level best to get it to Carl and his team at Rockwood. And our 24-hour voicemail, 1-330-WINGMAN, 1-330-WINGMAN. As a reminder, these weekly segments are all in an effort to not just educate you and me, the consumer, but they're also designed to get the attention of other manufacturers in the RV industry and encourage them to do the best job possible with improving quality both at the manufacturing level and improve the level of service at their dealers. We are most grateful to Rockwood and Flagstaff, that division of Forest River, for leading this education initiative. Again, if you have a question to ask or a topic that you'd like to discuss about the RV industry, what are you waiting for? Give us a call. 1-330-WINGMAN, 1-330-946-4626. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman, back with more, lots more, after this.